Okay, today we're going to be talking a little bit about Missouri Compromise. So, as expansion starts occurring after Louisiana Purchase, Missouri is going to apply for statehood, and they want to apply as a slave state. So, we're going to go through a series of debates dealing with the situation, how they're going to be admitted, whether free or slave, because this problem is going to be that it would upset the balance between free and slave states in the Senate. Right now, currently, up until 1820, we have a balance between 11 slave and 11 free states. With Missouri being admitted as a slave state, it would upset the balance and you'd have 12 slave states and 11 free states. So there's going to be a series of debates, as I mentioned, and one thing proposed was the idea known as the Talmadge Amendment, which would slowly basically allow slavery to exist in Missouri, but allow gradual emancipation in Missouri, which really upset the Southerners because gradual emancipation or the slow abolition of slavery to them seemed like abolition altogether. So the South is still deeply holding on to the slavery institution because of its need, or desire rather, to use them in labor for the cotton manufacturing and cotton cultivation at this point. So Henry Clay, we've talked about him already with being from Kentucky, developing the American system, runs for office, as we know, for the presidency several times. He comes up with and hammers out the Missouri Compromise in 1820. Basically what we'll have is Missouri will be admitted as a slave state and Maine will be admitted as a free state. As a result of this, it will ban slavery north of the 3630 line of those lands in the Louisiana Purchase. And you need to understand that the 3630 line is the southern boundary of Missouri. So according to that, basically Missouri is above that line, but they basically make a stipulation allowing Missouri to be admitted as a slave state while Maine is set in as a free state, keeping the balance between slave and free. So as you can see from this depiction, we can kind of view or at least look at the ideas that are being presented here. Hold for 1 second. That is established here. This is the 3630 line that you can see with the arrow being drafted across here. And Missouri is up here, and as you can see in 1821, it is admitted as a slave state. So pretty much anything north of this line right here will be considered a free state, and anything south of it could be possibly admitted as a slave state. And this is basically done to keep the balance over the disputed idea of slavery at this point between the North and the South. So the slavery issue is becoming reignited and becoming more important.